St. Louis now has the worst crime in America, thanks to the George Soros funded prosecutor who won re-election again. But finally, somebody is going to run against her.
Yes.
Let's go to St. Louis for a second. We've talked about this lady before. There's a prosecutor there named Kimberly Gardner. This is her. And if you remember from about a month ago, we talked about this story. She was put into office by George Soros, who spent a fortune to bankroll her election in 2016 and her re-election in 2020. She has personally destroyed the prosecutor's office by selectively letting people go repeatedly. The big scandal in St. Louis is about these two people. The gal on the left was in a crosswalk. Her name is Janae Edmondson. She was 16 years old. She was hit in the crosswalk visiting St. Louis with her parents and her team. The guy on the right is named Daniel Riley. He hit her. He was speeding. He ran the crosswalk. He failed to yield. He caused the collision. He was out on bail awaiting trial for armed robbery. He had violated the terms of his bond 50 times.
Wow.
50. And according to numerous news reports, including the prosecutor's office, Kimberly Gardner would not revoke his bail because, well, she didn't think she needed to. So this guy caused another tragedy, 50 plus violations, bank robbery, among others, and her campaign. I want to let you know what's on the website. I looked it up. This is a quote. Kimberly Gardner has made jail and prison a last resort. Those who pose a true public safety risk while limiting the arrest and detention of people accused of misdemeanors and low-level felonies. So what is her brilliant, spectacular, let everybody out of jail policy done? Well, St. Louis has the highest murder rate in decades. It was called by Wallet Hub the highest homicide rate in the United States. It's ranked the most dangerous city in the United States. And finally, somebody is going to run against Kimberly Gardner. Here's my question, Will. How do these nutty anti-police prosecutors like this woman get reelected and then reelected and stay in office?
You know, that's Democrats can commit crimes. Democrats can do wrong things and nothing ever happens to them. I mean, look at Nancy Pelosi. I mean, look at Dianne Feinstein. And we don't even know if she's alive any longer. But they do this stuff, allowing the criminals to go back out into the streets. And then the criminals go back out into the streets. They commit the crime again. And then they just go back into jail. And they say, well, but wait a minute, let's let them back out. They let them back out. And it's what I've been saying all along, Barry. They want the crime to happen in America. If there's no crime, there's no agenda. If there's no violence, there's no agenda for them. And then Pete Buttigieg just said here a minute ago that just the other day that it's, black people are being killed on the streets and crosswalks because of racism. I mean, what am I seeing here? The picture says something else.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And you can't argue with the fact. Here's a guy, 50 violations of his parole, not 5. 5 would be enough. I thought if you screw up once, you go back to jail.
Yes.
Once, 50 times. And she brags on her website, Will Johnson. I'm bragging. I keep people out of jail. My job as a prosecutor is to put people in jail.
Yeah. You know what? Now, I could understand if they were doing policies that were cracking down and preventing people from committing the crimes or encouraging people to be law-abiding citizens, but they're not encouraging. This is just doing just the opposite. When they commit these crimes, it's encouraging criminals to create more and do more crimes. Because I'm like, wait a minute, I go to jail, I get caught, I'll be right back out and I'll do it again. I'll be right back out 50 times. 5 times is extremely excessive, let alone 50.
Welcome to America and George Soros's money buying people like this to stay in office, because that's why he's there. Supposedly he gave her over $1 million to overwhelm the opposition. But now she's got somebody in her own party running against her for 2024.